I take back what I said about any previous part being the most annoying part of the game, because episode 11 contains what is actually the most annoying part of the game. You see, as you saw, we headed into the Cavern of Earth. We got all the way to the end, beat the vampire, and there was a room behind there, and well, we couldn't proceed further. There was no crystal. We didn't complete our task, but there was a stone slab in the way, and an evil presence emanating from it. So now we have to leave the cave to go and find out what to do. And I'm gonna take some time in town here. Figure I'd rest up, and you'll see me checking my levels in a second to make sure that I can buy the magic here in town, which I can. Anyway, so we need an item to proceed, and we have to go somewhere to get that item so that we can go back to the stone slab and get past it. And you're probably wondering, well, why didn't you get the item before you went there in the first place? Like, geez, what are you doing, dude? Well, the thing is, you have to go to the dungeon. You have to go in and beat the vampire, because the chest in the same room as him, I didn't bring this up then, but it contained an item called the Star Ruby. That is a key item. You need that Star Ruby to unlock the tunnel to get to the item that you need to beat the dungeon. So yeah, you have to go to the dungeon, go 3 floors in, beat a boss, backtrack, through, and go out of your way to get this other item. And your only clue that I know of is that somebody in this town will tell you there's a wise man who lives, I think, to the west. Yeah, it's the west. That's your only clue that I know. Like, perhaps you could go here earlier and maybe the being we're going to encounter will say something along the lines of a clue, but I don't remember. But yeah. So I take back what I said about the Marsh Cave. I take back what I said about the Mystic Key. No, this is the most annoying thing in the game. Oh well. We get to see some new enemies. Well, we've seen these before, but not in the wilds. And as I said, in the Marsh Cave, shadows, you always have a preemptive attack against them. Out here in the wilds, that's not so the case. I also said there would be new enemies out of the Inner Sea. Well, say hello to the warg wolves. Oh, they're all over the place this episode. It's so annoying. I kept running into these guys. And the thing is, they annoy me every time in episode 11. Like, there is not a good encounter with these things that occurs this part. Don't you worry about that. But anyway. Oh. You know, we have to get past the ogres to talk to the rock giant behind them. He wouldn't let us pass before. I don't remember why, because I didn't bother coming here. I didn't come here to talk to him beforehand. I just went right to the Cavern of Earth. You have Star Ruby. Give me your Star Ruby, and I let you pass. Yep, he eats it. You know, we might have been able to sell that to afford the rest of the gear in the game. I don't know. Yeah, but we had to feed it to him. Jeez. So I'm clever, see? I have this nice Firaga spell. This'll do the trick. I was so mad. I was so mad at that point. I can't. Seriously. It killed one of them, so, you know, the damage put them all in range to be killed. But I had to, oh. It could have killed them all in one hit. It's just... Oh, man. These wargs. If it wasn't bad enough I'm on the most annoying quest in the game, they've decided to annoy me during the most annoying quest in the game. But there is stuff in here. Like a great axe. Yes! Finally, I can ditch this silly little sword. Even though it's one of my favorite swords. And the problem with using optimal is the game doesn't realize that, that's not the optimal thing for him to have. Yeah, you're not going to have to worry about any of these wargs. It happened so many times that I just had to make a joke about it.
Nope.
And with that, there's no more wargs. We're through the ravenous pack of rabid wargs. Set out to, make sure I don't complete this quest. But here we have some new enemies at last. Lesser tigers. They're essentially upgraded wolves. And they're no trouble at all. Damn it! I was hoping for some entertaining, new encounters. Oh well. We get to the Sage's Cave. I decided to check his place out. He has a room with a lot of pots. And then I go in here and I'm like, wait, is there anything over there? Nah, there's nothing over there. It's just flavorful design. And his name is Sada. Yep, we're the ones. And you know, I had a feeling he was only a servant. Call it a hunch. Call it a couple hunches, actually. About, I think, 12 hunches to his face. Yes, I will restore the crystals to Grace. It's like the go-to line for everybody who has nothing more to say. So now we have to go... Now that we've come all the way back out here, we have to go all the way back to the third level of the Earth Cavern. It's archaic. It's archaic design. Oh. It's kind of a blotch, but, you know, it's a fun game overall, so I'll give even this a pass. Besides, every game has that one really annoying section. It's just, this has had 3 so far. Well, yep, nothing to show here. I ran into ogres for the rest of the cave here. That one time. The rest of. And then nothing but the same encounters until we get there. So we're coming on the end of the video. Like I said, part 11 is probably actually the most annoying part of the game. Yeah, I'll get the jump on these shadows. It's just like good old times. Figured I'd show off this group. You can run into 7 of them out here. And as I said before, the first level of Dia is really all you need until the 4th level of Dia. I had an opportunity coming up to show off the one rest item that I will never show off, so I decided to show off the sleeping bag now, because I'll never do it again. These are such crap items. Oh well, see you next time. Bye-bye.